The table clash in League Two. There's been a goal at Priestfield. Lawrence Herdman.
The leaders behind. Gillingham 1, Barrow 0. Robbie McKenzie with a slide rule pass round the back of the Barrow defence, and Jayden Clark, who scored twice in the last home match, with a composed finish. Gillingham 1, Barrow 0.
Pat, you mentioned that Jamie Vardy had got a yellow card. Steve Cooper too.
Absolutely, and for exactly the same thing. They're both absolutely fuming. I think it was Saliba who was a 1-on-1 on Jamie Vardy. And it's interesting though, because when Arsenal are attacking, they're leaving Jamie Vardy 1-on-1. By the way, you've never used to do that sort of thing in the past. However, I'm absolutely convinced that he was fouled. It should have been filled up. He wasn't, and that's why both men are furious, and both men are in the book.
Arsenal are ahead. Another goal at Stamford Bridge. John Southall.
Chelsea have the equaliser. Chelsea 1, Brighton 1. Error from Webster. Played it to Jackson. He swept it across to Cole Palmer, and he did the rest, as he does. Chelsea 1, Brighton 1.
And let's get news of that goal for Aberdeen from Ailey Barber.
And it comes from Kevin Nisbet, his third goal in his fourth appearance since moving back north of the border, and it gives Aberdeen a 1-0 lead. First time finish from the striker. Dundee 0, Aberdeen 1.
Well, there's no let up from Arsenal. They've got the goal, but they're still all at Leicester.
Declan Rice are brilliant. I mean, you don't know where he's playing just now. He's sometimes the deepest lying player, sometimes he's central midfield. There he was left wing getting to the byline. The only complaint it would make, he gets there, and for some reason he doesn't make the cross to his left foot. Tries to get it on his right foot, leaves it too long, and instead of creating a chance, only gets a corner kick. But Rice, he's been superb today so far.
And it's Rice who goes across towards that far side, the left, as we approach the midway point of the first half, with Arsenal leading Leicester City by a goal to nil to take the corner kick. Arm goes aloft for Declan Rice. It's a right-footed corner in towards the near post. Now Colley manages to get it away. Martinelli, the goal scorer, passes the ball back towards the England international, delivers the ball in. Buonanotte heads it away under pressure. Winks then just touches the ball forward to Mavididi. Leicester can't get hold of the ball at the moment, Pat.
It's a real shame for them, because I mean, they believe Mavididi's a lovely player to watch. If you can get him in the final third, you just can't get him to the final third. And part of the problem is they are basically playing a 4-5-1 when they lose the ball, and that one up front is miles away from everyone else.
Trossard collects it from Martinelli, tries to dance his way forward into that penalty area, but is forced to turn around because of the amount of blue shirts that are there. Finds Rice, gives it back towards Trossard, left corner of the area. Gabriel back towards Rice. Trossard stays out wide left. Shrewsbury 1, Rotherham 0 is the latest score in League One. Hull City have levelled in the Championship. Hull City 1, Cardiff City 1. Kilmarnock 0, Dundee United 1 is the latest score in the Scottish Premiership, as Arsenal have been awarded a free kick. And they wanted to take it quickly, but they're unable to do so. We'll nip to Goodison, John Bennett.
Everton 0, Crystal Palace 1. The first decent chances for Everton, both falling to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, including an effort saved off the line. Everton 0, Crystal Palace 1.
Arsenal have won their last 5 meetings against Leicester. And it looks like it's going to be a question of just by how many, on the evidence of what we've seen so far.
It does feel a wee bit like that, but just the one thing that's in my mind, the league and Vardy 1-on-1, time and time again. And I know he's not as young as he used to be, but you don't do that with Vardy. He loves that.
Rice, flat free kick, cleared up the air by Skip. Headed forward by Timber, volleyed down into the ground by Calafiori, straight at Hermansen. Bromley have equalised in League Two. Bromley 1, MK Dons 1. No other goals to tell you about here on BBC Radio 5 Live, BBC Sounds and the World Service. We've got commentary to come after Sports Report from Molineux. And then tomorrow we've got 2 more games, Ipswich Aston Villa at 2, as Leicester lose the ball. Here is Rice into the penalty area. Martinelli steadies himself, beaten out by Hermansen, and then hooked clear by Winks. And Leicester at the minute have given the ball away again. They're architects of their own downfall at the moment.
Yeah, but they've been set traps by Arsenal. That's the same trap that Arsenal set twice in a row there, and get the ball right dead centre of the field there. When they get it right dead centre of the field, Martinelli knows. He flies down the left-hand side. That is 2 opportunities he's had from exactly the same trap.
Carlisle United 1, Grimsby Town 1 is the latest score in League Two, and Millwall have taken the lead at home to Preston North End in the Championship. Millwall 1, Preston North End 0. Back to Chelsea, John Southall.
Chelsea 1, Brighton 1. Here comes Chelsea again with Madueke just on the edge of the penalty area, and that one rolls out, and that will go behind for a goal kick. Goal disallowed though. Sancho thought he'd scored. Madueke was offside. Chelsea 1, Brighton 1.
It means that the only goalless game in the Premier League is at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest 0, Fulham 0. Palace still lead at Everton. 1-1 there at Stamford Bridge. Brentford, after that very early goal, still leading against